Dan was talking about how the middle linebacker that everyone's used to in college football is kind of going away a little bit. We're seeing more versatile athletes like yourself. Do you think that's kind of a trend we're seeing with more safeties maybe bulking up a little bit and starting to move forward in the defense?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, you obviously still need guys that can cover and run with receivers like Tez and other fast Pac-12 receivers as well. So, I mean, yeah, just more physical safeties as well. I think that's what Coach Landon and Taj want more. Safeties that can come downhill and play the run.
With conference realignment, what does it feel like for you? Where you get one more trip home, and then that could change quite a bit in terms of the footprint if you come back next year and where you guys could be playing and kinds of teams you could be playing. Just your thoughts on that as a player. If you still got a trip back to Utah in here this season and this season ahead, but very different schedule potentially in the future.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's going to be really exciting for Oregon as a whole, just to expand the brand more to the East Coast and, for other teams to see Oregon and what they can do on the field and what we can also do off the field as well as an academic school as well. And so, obviously, it's going to be long flights. Just, it's going to be a whole lot of, figuring out what we're going to do on flights, how we're, people's families, a lot of people's families, they stayed in the Pac-12 and or they wanted to be on the West Coast so they can come to games. But now it's going to be difficult for, families and friends to, go all the way out to the East Coast. But it should be fun, though.
How much were you guys talking about realignment in the weeks leading up to it? And I guess obviously afterwards, what were the conversations when you guys learned Big Ten was the future?
I mean, honestly, there wasn't really no conversations really because, we didn't know. Obviously, you see things on Twitter and Instagram oh, there's a meeting today, this, that. But, I mean, we wasn't really focused on it because we're still in the Pac-12 this season. Sorry. But we're still in the Pac-12, so you know what I mean. Just little things like that. I mean, a lot of the guys weren't really worried about it. So yeah.
You mentioned physicality by the safeties. What other kind of overarching things are Tosh and Dan emphasizing to this unit right now in fall camp to help this group reach another level in year two under them?
I think just plastering on those quick receivers that we're going to see from week to week, and then also playing quarterbacks that are going to scramble as well. So just plastering on receivers and then being able to keep a roof on the back of the house back there.
How do you think the physicality is compared to where it was maybe at last year? I know that's something that Dan's really emphasized.
Way through the roof. I think we're going to be a more physical team this year. I mean, Coach Lanning from day one of fall camp has said that we're gonna knock heads. We got to bang more. So, I mean, I honestly think and believe in everything so that we're going to be 100% more physical.
I'm sure there's multiple guys, but is there anybody in particular that kind of sets the tone for that? Do you think on the defensive side?
I mean, there's a lot of guys. Evan Williams, in particular, he likes to come down and play the run as well. And I think myself as well. Since I bulked up in the offseason, I'm more physical as well. So I think a lot of the guys are up front too. So,
what have you seen from Devin Jackson in particular, from last year to this year, and then from spring to this fall as well?
He's having a tremendous camp right now. He's gonna help the team play some good football this year, and I think he's on the right path. He's escalating and he's having a tremendous camp right now. He's stepping up as a young leader on the defense and also in that inside backer room.
Other things in particular with his game on the field that you've seen really improve tremendously over the past year?
Yeah, he came in his freshman year a little light for a linebacker, and he bulked up in the offseason. Him using his speed with him being the, I would say, second fastest linebacker in the room. But yeah, no, 100%. I think him using his speed and then also putting on that weight has been a great combination for him. I mean, he's playing the run excellent. He's dropping back in passes, getting picks and stuff, excellent. So
He's still mainly an inside guy with you guys.
Oh, Devin? Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Second fastest. Are you saying you're the fastest? Is that we know that for sure now?
Yeah, for sure. I for sure have to say, Dev, we can always line it up if he does watch this, but we can always line it up, Dev. So.
Who do you think is the fastest guy on the team, regardless of position?
Fastest guy on the team. Devin Jackson or Tez. Devin or Tez. Yeah. Guys go head to head real good.
Makai getting there the last few days. Do you think he could enter that conversation at some point?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's fresh. He's still new. He's got a lot to learn, but I think Makai gonna be up there for sure.
Jeff, we want to see that, ahead of this first scrimmage or even during this first scrimmage, as one of these leaders on the defense and productive guy, I think leading returning tackler, you'll feel good about Saturday or the rest of this week. You'll come in on Sunday looking at Saturday scrimmage tape if you guys do what over the next couple of days.
So, what do you mean by that?
All right, it's first scrimmage of camp. You guys, you have gone through it before, but you'll feel good defensively about what the defense did. But if you see what do you need to see in terms of either progress or execution or whatever to feel good about Saturday in particular?
Yeah, little things like knockback. I'll for sure have to say knockback, and then swarming to the ball, relentless effort, and then also one other thing. I'm probably takeaways. Takeaways is something that we need to improve this year, and that's something I think that we've been doing in fall camp tremendously well. So seeing that in a full on scrimmage Saturday, I think that's gonna be good.
You get one yet?
Takeaway?
Yeah.
I don't have one right now. I don't have a pick right now, but still working towards it.
Who are some true freshmen on the defense that have impressed you so far?
Tatum Tuioti. Tatum Tuioti is a big name that stands out. The kid works hard. He's been thrown in the fire. You know what I mean? He's been rolling with the ones, rolling with the twos. He's mixed around a little bit. He's making great plays. Kid's got some picks and stuff like that. So yeah, Tatum Tuioti for sure a name that stands out.
His dad said he put on 30 pounds since he got to campus. Is that something you noticed, just how much bigger he's gotten since in the short time he's been here?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, you walk in a defensive meeting room, like, I'll be sitting down, and then Tatum walks in, in front of the screen, and he's just a big kid. So, yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.